The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Nichols College. Learn, lead, succeed. The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, and Unibank.
Coming up this week on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, it's a border war rivalry as Marlborough visits Algonquin. Bitter rivals collide as Groton Dunstable battles North Middlesex. 2016 state finalists face off as Grafton hosts Shrewsbury. And Leicester takes on West Boylston, hey buddy, in a black and blue special. It's week 2, reject mediocrity. The frenzy begins right now. Let's go. Let's go!
All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the frenzy. Felt like a little bit of August, late August today. It was soupy, it was humid, and then the skies opened up. For some of us, it was pouring out there. It was good football weather. It was hitting weather, as they would say. And boy, some great matchups in week 2. Some teams playing up a division, some teams that have had success in the past, trying to build on that, some old rivalries renewed. Yeah. I like it.
Big guy's hair still hasn't really recovered from
boy band.
From the
like
rain.
A boy band now from the
Newbury Street getting his hair done, you know.
Poured on at the Badlands.
We begin tonight with 2 teams that went to Gillette a year ago and 2 teams that have aspirations of making it back there. Shrewsbury taking on Grafton, a physical affair. Hey, is that Huck Gannon?
You bet it is, man.
Manning the ship this evening. 14-0 Colonials, third quarter. Drew Campanelli. It's Chris Campbell who escapes for a first down deep in Grafton territory. A couple plays later, it's Timmy Rio powering in for a touchdown, 21-0 Shrewsbury. Grafton not going anywhere. I'm not sure if this was some version of the single wing they were running. Jackson Sonnet, power running, picks up a first down. Sets up. A couple plays later, Ryan Jack sweeping, picking a hole, and getting to the outside and turning on the Jets. Jackson for a touchdown. Add the 2-point conversion, 21-8. Fourth quarter, Shrewsbury throwing. Looking deep. Going for the win right there, and Jack picks it off for Grafton. Max defense doing a nice job. Colonials, they'll make a key fourth down stop in the fourth quarter midway through. Grafton adds one late, but Shrewsbury wins 21-14.
All right, West Boylston and Leicester. Black and blue game, 2 physical teams. Third quarter, Leicester's Kyle Panini breaking to his right, cutting it upfield. Panini with some tough sledding. Solid 30-yard gain for the Wolverines later in the drive. It is Panini barreling into the end zone. Leicester up 8-3. Fourth quarter now. Leicester's Daniel Merrow airing it out and hooking up with William Roberts. Big William Roberts hauling it in. Big play for the Wolverines. Rain's coming down. Same drive. Merrow to Panini for a good chunk of change. Fourth down, Leicester, and here come the Lions. They're hungry. It's David Rizzuto coming in hot for the sack. He's jacked, and the Lions get the ball back. Under 2 minutes to go. WB looking to stage the comeback, but it's a fumble, and the ball's all over the place, and Andrew Braley, the big guy, icing it. He recovers the fumble. Leicester wins 8-3.
Big crowd out at Algonquin, always is. T-Hawks hosting Marlborough. In a huge Metro West affair. Near the end of the half, here's Chris Santana running down the quarterback for the sack. Tomahawks are up 8-7 at that point. Well, they're up, or keeping them within a point at that point. Excuse me, they're down. Lou Vigent then trucking defenders on his way to a big game inside of Algonquin territory. More from Marlborough. Kevin Short, B. Rabbit's brother, I think. 5-yard touchdown pass. Short runs it in. And it's a touchdown lead for Marlborough now. Algonquin trying to respond. Got a good quarterback trying to escape the pocket here. Marlborough's Trevor Nutt wraps him up for the tackle. Big play for the defense. And it's Short. Watch him staying hot. Little jet sweep following his blocks. 10 yards for the touchdown. Panthers get the win tonight in Gunk territory.
All right, Fitchburg hosting Shepherd Hill at historic Crocker Field. 13-7, Shepherd Hill at the half, third quarter, the Hill. Not wasting any time. Ben Carpenter up the middle, and then Carpenter just pulling away. Great wheels on Carpenter, 60 yards to the house, and it's 20-7 Rams. Shepherd Hill, more Carpenter, breaking tackles, and then breaking away. Ben Carpenter broke about 8 tackles on his way to the land of 6. 27-7, Rams in front, fourth quarter. Rams, fourth down at the 15-yard line. Fitchburg's Jamal Sanchez with the stop, and the Raiders take over on downs. Ben Carpenter's not done, though. Shepherd Hill gets the ball back. Carpenter, breaking tackles, sideline run. He did not go out of bounds. You got to bring it if you want to tackle Carpenter. He had 5 touchdowns on the night. Shepherd Hill wins 34-7. The Rams are tough.
Groton Dunstable hosting North Middlesex. Moment of silence before the game for Sergeant Alexander DeLita, a 2003 graduate of Groton Dunstable, passed away after a training accident at Fort Bragg this week. He's in the Special Forces like a demolition expert, and honored tonight, the alum of Groton Dunstable. First quarter, North Middlesex punting the football, and the snap's over the head of the punter. Crusaders recover at the Patriots 6. Groton Dunstable student section, quick whip, they love it. Defense signs were up. Groton Dunstable cashing in. Seamus Jelinas off the right tackle for a 6-yard touchdown, 7-0, Groton Dunstable.
The Irish-French connection there.
Patriot defense making some plays. Groton Dunstable trying to run. Abda Naquanta and Alex Hollenbeck with the tackle for North Middlesex. Here comes Groton Dunstable. Bradley Teduitz hitting Tristan Navacek in the flat. Going for a first down. Nice sunset going there at Groton Dunstable. Jelinas in from 2 yards out. Groton Dunstable gets the win, 42-8. Northbridge hosting Tingsboro, the Rams opener at LaSalle Field tonight.
Freddie King flipping the coin.
Presiding. Tim Haverty, don't call me Holden, closing down on the ball carrier. Big tackle from the leading tackler in the land a year ago for Northbridge. Next possession, the Rams, Dan Plant chasing down the quarterback and getting a sack down at the 1-yard line. It forced another punt, so the Rams were in good field position when Aiden Fair, running behind his blocks, just tripped up inside the 5-yard line. Sets up Zach Roberts, power run behind Plant, Omar Concepcion, and John Meller. 7-0 Northbridge. Tingsboro trying to answer through the air and airing things out. Brandon Suzianka back there for Northbridge picks it off and gets Northbridge back in business. Second quarter, here comes the reverse. Oh, it's a pass. Jake Stasinski to Jordan Froment. Great over-the-shoulder ball for the catch and the touchdown. Howe head tap to Josh Lasserpel for calling that one. 14-0 Northbridge. They get the win, 47-0.
Well, that's a big win. I'll tell you what, you look first at that West Boylston and Leicester game, and Leicester coming up with a big win today, 8-3 over West Boylston. The West Boylston Lions are a tough team, but Leicester proving they've got what it takes to pull out these tough games, and this game was won up front. Leicester's very strong up front on the lines, both sides of the ball.
You know, Shrewsbury came into this season, they knew they had a good team, they knew they had a ton of talent, and they were a question of if they were big enough. Well, they played a real physical team in Grafton tonight, and they matched them physicality for physicality in a big-time battle, and Grafton really answered, came back late in that game, almost had a shot in this one. Both those teams, again, still, I think, pretty good track to make themselves a little deep run in the playoffs this year.
Fitchburg coming in with a lot of momentum coming into this week. Shepherd Hill bouncing back after that tough opening night loss to Shrewsbury. The Hill is for real. There's a lot of guys playing in Division I for Shepherd Hill. This is a new group, but they proved they belong at the top of the heap in Central Mass. Big win for the Rams tonight. Plenty more to come on the Frenzy.
Pass, Northbridge.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by the Sullivan Group, the Central Mass Safety Council, Nichols College, Verterra Nissan of Auburn, Interstate Battery, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, Holy Cross Athletics, Milford Federal, and Pucci's Fine Jewelry.
All right, the Wachusett football team opened up the season right here on Charter TV3 with a thrilling double overtime win over Doherty. So home opener tonight for Wachusett, and that means the Badlands out in force. And they got what they wanted. It was a beach theme. It was a celebration. It was pouring up there at Wachusett. But the kids were fantastic. Wachusett Tantasco, second half, 20-0 Wachusett. Cole Durkin, 41 yards to the land of 6. 27-0 Wachusett in front. Then Tantasco inside the 10-yard line. Wachusett's Louis Joseph and Zach Van Dale with a beautiful hit, sticking the ball carrier and driving him backwards. 4th and goal, Tantasco's going for it. Liam Gore barreling into the end zone. 27-7, the Warriors are on the board. 4th quarter, Wachusett on the Tantasco 4-yard line. Sam Brewer. He dives across the end zone. 34-7, Wachusett gets the win. 34-7, the Mountaineers are 2-0.
All right, the team that Wachusett beat in that thriller, Doherty, back at the General's Den. Commerce Bank Field taking on Holy Name. Herman Achimpong taking the handoff in the first quarter, making tacklers miss. And a nice 30-yard chunk of change there for Achimpong later in the drive. He's battling his way in to the end zone. Highlanders take a 7-0 lead. More from Doherty, this time Tejan Vassar. Vassar with speed, flying in for the touchdown, 14-0. Doherty, midway through the first, Noah Callery finds Evan Brunel. Brunel turning on the Jets, and he's gone. What has Terry Wallace done? He's mixed the personnel all over the place. 60 yards for the score, 21-0 Doherty. Holy Name passing, ball's tipped. John Forson plays a great safety position for the defense of Doherty. With the pick, takes it back into Knapp's territory, and here comes Tony Nguyen taking the rock for the touchdown. 28-0 Highlanders. Doherty wins 56-6 tonight.
All right, the Oxford fans are fired up. Pirates taking on Abbey Kelly. 3rd quarter, 21-7, Oxford in front. Oxford's Nico Murray. With a great run, our cameraman Michael O'Donohue gets hit, stays on his feet. You can see Murray keeps his feet inbounds. Murray for the touchdown. 28-7, Oxford Pirates in front. Abbey Kelly throwing. Joel Erickson breaks on the football, picks it off. Erickson with the return and sliding down.
Baseball player, it's a good slide.
Erickson on offense, he's the QB. Ensuing drive. Erickson firing a dart across the middle to Dave Meach. For the touchdown, it's 35-7, Oxford Pirates. Abbey Kelly answering. Matt Kerr with a great throw. Delvin Atapa with a great catch. Takes a huge hit. Atapa pops up. Heck of a grab. Holds on. That's a good football player right there. And it sets up Greg Asari. Behind some nice blocking up front. Asari. Untouched to the end zone. 35-13. Oxford wins 35-13. Pirates back-to-back wins for the first time since 2011. We're up in the hinterlands. Quabbin and Maynard. First quarter, scoreless game. Cole Quintoni for Maynard. A power John Riggins run. Running through tackles, running over tacklers, cutting back. This is old school. Stretching for the end zone. You got it. 7-0 Tigers. Next Maynard possession. Johnny Sforza with a long run for Maynard. Sforza says, I can run through some tackles as well. Everyone on that Maynard roster is tough, and you gotta be. Takes it down to the 18-yard line. So, Sforza capping off the drive. Sforza, land of 6. 14-0 Maynard in front. Maynard with a strong running game. Sforza again. Power running, gets great blocking, but the Maynard running backs do not go down on contact. 20-0 Maynard. A furious comeback from Quabbin. Comes up short. Maynard wins 55-44. Ryan Malkowski for Quabbin, 388 yards and 4 TDs.
Unbelievable. Assabet hosting David Prouty. Still enjoying the new digs over there at Assabet. And the nice unis. Mark Juarez from the 2-yard line. Lyon runs it right up the middle. Put the Aztecs up 6 in this one. Then it's Prouty. Braden Woods connecting with Eric Arisi. The Aztecs would stop the drive and the momentum though. Now, a little bit of a run. Fumble. Prouty's jumping on it. Stephen Gustafson recovers, giving the Panthers prime field position. Once again, Panthers are throwing the football. Woods connecting again. Reese He's going the distance for the touchdown. Ties things at 6, but Assabet, big from there. Gets a 40-14 win. They're 2-0 now as well.
All right, we got South at Auburn. First quarter scoreless game. Colson Hammond on the option. Hammond on the keeper. Hammond down the sideline and Hammond into the end zone. 7-0 Auburn Rockets.
Pay no attention to the ticker, Dufour. Come on.
Auburn, great team defense. And quit whining, Dufour, will you?
Jeez.
Front 7, swallowing up the ball, carrying the end zone for the safety. 9-0 Rockets. Next Auburn possession. Hammond, the option and the keeper again. Colson Hammond in for the touchdown. 16-0 Rockets in front. Our Chuck Cecil hit of the night. Provided by South. Osman Karama. Karama with a huge stick in the open field. That's a big poke. Well done. Good form tackle, too. Second quarter. Anthony Clementi for Auburn. Gets the handoff, taking it around the end. Clementi's got a nose for the end zone. He dives for the pylon. He's got it. 25-0 Auburn in front. More from the Rockets. Manny Rosario. Manny Rosario. Power run off tackle. He's in for the touchdown. Auburn gets the win, 32-14, your final.
It's a short preseason for the Frenzy ticker. We're still getting there. Air Shirley in Southbridge tonight.
Give Dufour some
1st and 10
with that wine.
My goodness, go get some of that homemade sausage at Cormier's place. Here we go. It's Logan Walker to Mick Matrano, and look at Matrano go for Air Shirley. All the way for the touchdown, 12-0. Panthers.
Dufour, a fan of the Chuck Cecil.
They're going
Chuck
for
Cecil
2.
reference.
They're going for 2. Dufour is still all-time personal foul leader in one game. 2-point conversion, no good as a punter. And no good there. Then their punting is Southbridge. Here comes Marcus Fields scooping it up, and Fields is thinking about 6. And the speed to the outside, he's going the distance. 18-0 Air Shirley. Panthers get the win, 32-0.
All right, you know what? A couple years ago, folks were saying that Oxford program may fold. They may not even have enough numbers. They may not be able to field a team anymore. Congratulations, Coach Clarkson and the entire Oxford program. Back-to-back wins for the first time since 2011. Right now, they have confidence. They have more numbers in the program than they've had in years, and it's building. And they're building through the youth program, the AYF program. Great to see the Pirates get a few wins, get some momentum, and get some excitement back about football in Oxford.
Yeah, outstanding. Maybe they'll play their Thanksgiving rival again. I don't know. I don't know.
Tony Reno wants to play.
I don't know exactly what you want to say, Kev, but I'm looking at Doherty putting up numbers today. Defense making a statement for the Highlanders. It was Holy Name's opener. They had a bye in week 1, so there was really nothing we knew about Holy Name yet. They'll bounce back. Doherty, though, so talented, and they showed it off tonight.
Wachusett moves to 2-0, and the Mountaineers just keep winning. Keep winning. It's that same familiar fashion. Pound you up front, good, strong physical line play, and the running backs all run hard. Plenty more of the Frenzy coming back right after this.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by Bay State Savings Bank, the law offices of Joseph J. Carigula, Worcester State University, Worcester Railers Hockey Club, and Unibank.
All right, we got a couple more high school games, some college games to get to, and we're going to begin with a up north, one of those high school tilts.
Up north, Monty Tech and St. Bernard's. You know, let's take a look, see how the Bulldogs look this year, taking on St. B's. We're out there. Brenna Wilson made the trek up north today. Monty Tech's Demetrius Syreth dragging the defense and picking up good yardage late in the first quarter. Second quarter, Monty Tech's Reed Eddy QB sneak for the touchdown, and the Bulldogs have the lead. Then going for 2, Mateo Serrano. Serrano's got the ball, and he goes in.
Tell the Duke.
8-0 Bulldogs. 4th and 5 from the 11. Monty Tech D. Oh, it's ferocious. Coming up with the stop. Look at the Bulldogs, got some good size up there. After a fumble, here it is. St. Bernard's defense forcing it and recovering in Bulldog territory. Then it's Cartier Quadrado looking to capitalize on the fumble recovery, and he finds his way in. 2-point conversion, no good. 8-6 Bulldogs. St. B's comes back to win it 28-20.
All right, we're going to play Name That Tune, Lacombe. It's by Chicago.
Yeah, no.
I don't know either.
I don't know it.
I don't know. It's Everett and
Sean
Leominster.
Grady's the only one who knows.
Late first half, big special teams hit by Robbie Riobi. He wants to get the Chuck Cecil hit of the night. Leominster mounting a drive. Pat Gallagher to Adam Couch. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Leominster 4th and short. Giovanni Raduazzo and Jordan Riggs are there to stuff the run. Everett's up 27-0 at the half. First drive of the third, Monty Campbell. Taking it for Everett, and Campbell with a tough run. And he gets a first down. Everett on the board again. Jake Wilcox to Mike St. Tristel. St. Tristel taking in for the touchdown. Everett gets the win 33-7.
It's all about the U.
A nice AMCAT yard sale tonight.
Ooh.
Anna Maria taking on Curry. Early in the first quarter. Curry's up 7-0. Sean Amaru gets the call. Sean Amaru's going 47 yards and not stop until he hits pay dirt. 14-0 Curry Colonels in front. Then it's Alex Corvise going to the air and hooking up with Steve Elise. Little throw and catch. Elise has got a lot of green in front of him. He takes it 65 yards for the touchdown. 21-0 Curry in front. Now we're moving on to the second quarter. Curry's got it. 3rd and goal at the 1. Corvise muscling his way in. 28-0 Curry Colonels. Now we got a 4th and 10 for Curry.
Ooh.
Mark Mrozik.
Celebrate
37-yard field goal is good. 31-0 Colonels. Late in the second quarter, Curry 2nd and goal. Corvez with a rush and the touchdown. Curry gets the win. 47-20 is your final tonight. But I do salute the Leominster team because of the play in the University of Everett.
All right, that sounds good, Kev. First, let's take a look at Holy Cross, our game of the week, taking on number 9th ranked UNH. And the Wildcats are always a tough opponent. Holy Cross coming off a big win over Bucknell, a shutout win. Their defense is flying around right now. And will it be enough? Tom Gilmore's got a little bit of momentum going into a home game, the opener against UNH.
Any win's a good win, but after the heartbreaking loss down at UConn, it was good to get in the win column. Plus, it was a league game, so this really was that confidence builder that we needed to start the league season. I think there was a lot of positive effects out of the win, but it wasn't easy going down there and getting it. That was for sure.
The UNH game last year, you went out and really took it to them early on, and for one reason or another, weren't able to sustain that, and they came back and won the game, but it was a 4-point game late.
We have to finish better, certainly, but we got to do some of the same things we did in the first half last year, get up on them. This is a really good UNH team. That's not going to be an easy task, but just play hard for 4 quarters and then just execute down the stretch. I think one of the biggest differences was we came out in the second half. UNH had to make some adjustments because we were really putting up some serious numbers on the offensive side of the ball. They did make those adjustments, and we were a little slower to adjust to what they did. So we need to do a better job making those adjustments, both from a coaching and playing standpoint, to what they're doing in the game.
Is this, maybe with UConn, one of the best teams or the best teams to be on your schedule?
On paper, they're ranked number 9 in the country right now, so this may be the best team that we face all year. And how polls go as the season progresses. So, but if you look at what you know right now, this is perhaps the best team we'll play. But we get them at home. It's Ring of Honor weekend. It's our home opener, so there's a lot riding on this for our team, and I know they'll bring the emotion, they'll bring the intensity, and they're certainly going to work really hard.
All right, UNH at Holy Cross. Join us live at 1 o'clock from Fitton Field. Should be a nice warm day, and the Crusaders really jumped on UNH last year. Put up a ton of offense on them in the first half, and the Wildcats able to just kind of, take it away in the second half. But UNH hasn't been a second-half team so far this year, so we'll see what happens.
But a huge win down at Georgia Southern, beating an FBS school, and UNH physically dominated in the trenches up front. But this Holy Cross team, and we saw it against UConn, and certainly you saw it last night, Bucknell found out the hard way. This defense for Holy Cross is flying around. They're aggressive, they're tough, they're hustling. Their coaches are loving the way they're playing football right now. Tom Gilmore says it. They're not perfect yet, but They are playing, they are making up for their mistakes by flat out flying to the football and playing tough football. He loves watching this defense.
By the way, former Frenzy guy, Neil O'Connor from Leominster, he's got a lot of flow now. He's got some big hair, and he's the leader on this offense for UNH as a receiver. He's got 82 career receptions. He's over 1,000 yards already as a junior, and he really helps make their offense go. So you'll see him, a Frenzy alum, tomorrow on Charter TV 3. And O'Connor was a winner at Leominster. He's a winner at UNH. Yeah. He's going to be a tough out tomorrow.
He certainly is. Won the gold helmet this week, and the week before the gold helmet went to Holy Cross quarterback Peter Puyol. So the last 2 gold helmet award winners head-to-head tomorrow. You can only see it right here, Charter TV 3 at 1. Man of the match time coming up when we come back. All right, man of the match time. My man of the match goes to Shepherd Hill running back Ben Carpenter. Rushed for 288 yards tonight, 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 touchdown receiving, and that's behind an O-line that has 4 sophomores. That O-line should get a tip of the hat as well. 4 sophomores on the O-line opening up the holes. Ben Carpenter is my man of the match.
First of all, tip of the cap to Groton Dunstable. The program just does it right up there, honoring one of their native sons in Groton and Dunstable tonight before a game. Seamus Jelinas went out and played tough tonight. 5 touchdowns. He is my man of the match for the Groton Dunstable Crusaders. Jelena, as the French Canadians would say. Big time today and getting a good win for Groton Dunstable, rebounding from week 1.
Tell you what, the Shrewsbury-Grafton game, great game for fans and a lot of folks around Central Mass, too, looking at that game saying, okay, how is Grafton going to handle stepping up and playing a big-time team like Shrewsbury? Right now, the number 2 ranked team in Central Mass. I think Grafton can feel good about themselves coming out of this game, and Shrewsbury is as good as advertised in the preseason. They've got depth. They've got great coaching. They hit hard, and they have veteran leadership at the quarterback position. No substitute for that.
Yeah, no question about it. You mentioned Shepherd Hill a little bit. They come out, power running game. Fitchburg, they go up, they take care of business on the Red Raiders. They had a good matchup with this Shrewsbury team in week 1, and I think they're going to get better and better as the weeks go on. They have a stable of guys in that backfield. Carpenter had the big game tonight.
Yeah, Sean Mahoney, the coach for Marlborough, and I've said this year in and year out, one of the best coaches in Central Mass. Forget Central Mass, the state. One of the best coaches in the state. What he does each and every year is takes his players, what their strengths are, and works his offense and defense around the personnel he has. He doesn't try to fit people into one system every year, no matter what the cause. He says, listen, we're going to work best this year because we have a smaller, lighter line, running to the outside, maybe some quick screens. That's what we're going to do. Sean Mahoney's a phenomenal coach. Marlborough with a real big win tonight, taking down Algonquin. But again, tip of the hat to that coaching staff because they do it better than anyone of doing more with less and tailoring what they have each and every year. And that's how they work their offense and defense.
No question. Wouldn't you have loved to have been at or on the sideline of the Leicester West Boylston game?
Man.
2 of the great characters, Griff and Rossi, in a real battle. West Boylston's 0-2, still really like what they have and where they're going forward. But Leicester, that's a great win for them. Great win for Griff. And I went back into the closet and I found, I think, the last Man of the Match t-shirt. And I'm bringing it to Northbridge to Jess LaChapelle for that great call on the reverse touchdown pass.
And it
Jess,
worked
it's for
too.
you, man.
He dropped it right in on Lacomb's camera, worked for the touchdown. Rams get the win. Tomorrow, 1 in the afternoon. We'll see you.